Hi guys, I'm back out at the place where I was last week, where these African village ruins were, the kraal. And what I'm up to today is I'm going to try and give you an idea on different methods of searching, and hopefully it will just help, especially beginners that who are battling for the first time with how do I search, or what do I do, or how do I go about finding stuff. And that's what this is all about. So I'm going to be showing you 3 patterns. The first one is the random search, the second one is the grid search, and then the third one, which I call the checkered board search. Especially the beginners, on how do you search, what's the main way of searching. Remember that we're trying to find as much treasure as we possibly can, and you can have quite a large search area, and you need to be able to cover that whole area and find everything in it. Now, if you've been detecting for a while, you'll hear the words about a searched out area, and yet people are still finding stuff behind. So you need a system that will be systematic, in the sense that you'll cover every little square inch of that piece of ground, and if there's any finds on it, you're going to find all of them. So that's what this is all about. A random course, which are, obviously this won't be where you walk, but yeah, we put it here, and this basically the random pattern that I would have walked. So I would detect over this area, and we just carry on, and we eventually turn or whatever, and whoop, there we go. There's a find. So we're fortunate, we found something. But if we carry on, you'll find that we're just doing whatever and going anywhere. There's no specific pattern. We're just travelling along and following a path and stuff. There we go, we found something else. So it's 2 items we found, and yeah, it's not bad, we're doing pretty well, and that could be a good hunt for us, I suppose. But it's very, very inconsistent, and the problem is when you get to the end you think, wow, I found 2 finds, but hey, is there anything else? And the answer is yeah, because right just there, there's something. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. There's somewhere, there's another one. There's 6 items out of 8 which haven't been found. So you can look at the results of this random pattern and just see just exactly how much you are losing. To me, if 6 items, 8 items, and we only find 2, that's too much good stuff that's been lost. So we need to find another way of working this so that we can pick up everything. So what I want to do now is I want to take you on the next pattern, which is called the grid pattern, and we'll see, maybe that will help us to find more stuff on a larger area. Okay guys, the next pattern I'm looking at now is the grid pattern. This basically, you can see it in front of me here, what we are doing is we're following a path where the actual detector will go either side of the path, and well, hopefully we'll find more items that way. As you're going down one side, across, and then back down again, and so on. You can see it in front of me. This one's a very short one, obviously, but this is just for display purpose. But this could be a football field or anything. And basically what you can do, I've got little flags there, but you could use landmarks and goalposts and rocks or whatever to get your line of sight. The big thing is you need a sight in front of you and a sight behind you. Then that way you know that you're staying in line. So let's give a search now and let's see what we find, and let's see if it's any better than the random search. So we go backwards and forwards, and there we go, there's something. So we found a piece of treasure. It's better than the random one, at least. There we go, there's something else. That's the same now as the random, that we've actually found two pieces of treasure. And then when we get to the end, we do 1 meter, or 1 stride, and then we go back again. And you can see we're just cutting across this line. There we go, there's number 3. You can see that the 1 stride is just enough, and basically what you're trying to do is that your swing will go halfway between the last one there. So when you walk down this way, you cut across this side. Now we're walking this way and we're cutting that way. So all in fairness, we're actually dividing the course in half. So there we go, there's number 3. So we're doing pretty well today on this one. Okay, back again, and then again a stride, and then we start. Whoop, there's another. You can see it's much more reliable than its predecessor. There's another find, and another. But you get the idea. We cutting. That's how many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Somewhere there's another, and there it is. Okay, we've got 8 finds now, and we've come to the end of the course. So you can see, using systematic, you are dividing the course into strips, as we say, grid lines. You're going from one end to the other of the field, but you're completely halfway across. So by the time you do your sweep back again, the other direction, you are actually cutting the line that you just went on, coming down. So you're actually covering a lot more of the area, more thorough. Yes, you can still miss stuff, but you stand a much better chance of finding your items than you would have doing the random. Okay, let's now concentrate on the next one, which I call the checkered board search, and let's see if that will get even more. You can see what I've got here. It looks like a chessboard. I've created this one about 4 meters by 4 meters. But the idea being that, especially in like archaeological digs and places where you know there is definitely something there, and you need to comb it thoroughly, every single inch of it, and not miss anything. This would be the way I would approach it, and it's a lot more time consuming, but if you know there's definitely something there, then this could be the way to go about it. So let's give it a try and see what we find on this one. You can see that we're covering the whole meter quite easily. You can you see there's already one find, but it's a bit bumpy ground, but generally you'll be able to cover that meter quite easily. And then once you've finished that, then you can turn 90 degrees and you can go that way across. So you're actually doubling your possibility of finding something. Then you carry on to the next square and you start all over again. Now here's something here that I didn't even plant, but I can see what it is already. It's barbed wire. Okay, but there you go. That's now, I didn't even know that was there, so that's showing you it works. Okay, but yeah, the next square, and then you would again 90 degrees, and you would scout it. Third one. So you can see you do a small area. There we go, there's another find. You're doing a small area, but you're covering it more thorough. You know now, more or less, that 3 meters so far has been thoroughly researched and searched, and everything in it has been found. Then we go to the fourth one. There you go, there's another piece of treasure. That's 3 pieces. And again, sideways. You need to cover every point of your search. Then you come around and you start on the next line. Again, you can use flags or whatever you want to mark it, or it's basically the grid, but you do it 1 square at a time. There we go, there's another one. And you carry on and you carry on, and again go sideways, and you search sideways. Come to the next square, and you just keep going, square for square, until you cover, there's another one, until you cover basically every square that you've put down. If you're looking for, like the police, looking for evidence, or an archaeologist looking for stuff, this would be the way you would probably do it, because it's so thorough. You don't miss nothing, but it is time consuming. You know, this is a 4 meter by 4 meter square, and we're only halfway through it. Okay, and then we carry on and we just keep going at 90 degrees and so on, until we basically, there we go, another piece, until we basically get to the end. I'm obviously skipping bits and pieces because of time, but you go each square individually, backwards and forwards. Again, the last row, there we go, there's another piece of treasure. And just to make sure we got everything, go to 90 degrees. Another square. There we go, there's something else. And again, 90 degrees. And eventually we will cover everything. And again, 90 degrees. Back again, last square, and again 9. So by the time you've actually finished, theoretically you should have found everything. So if we have a look, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Somewhere there's still 1, which just goes to show that, you know, even, no, hold on, here it is, we've got it in the pocket. So that's actually, the amount of finds in is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've now, using this method, we've recovered everything, and how fast we walk is important, and that's what I want to cover. So, as much as we got all these fancy grid searches and random searches and checkerboard searches, we can still miss stuff if we're not careful. So let's just have a quick little demonstration on this, and yeah, let's see if it does, how much of it. So what I've done is I've laid out this path in front of us, and I want to, that's my swing distance. We're walking and swinging. You can see, okay, there's a piece of treasure there. Come, there's a piece of treasure there. Okay, but now the trouble is, with walking fast and swinging, it's actually creating lots of gaps. So you've got all this spaces. Right, there's a treasure there that you have missed now because of walking too fast or swinging too fast. Again, there's another piece of treasure. I think you're getting the idea. So Now our speed and our swing is very important, which also helps us. You often hear people say, walk slow and swing slow. Well, there's something to show you that if we swing, walk slowly and swing slower, you will cover more ground. And you can see from this, if we move, there we go, found one, found two, found three, found four. Okay, so basically what we're looking at here, if you go slowly, you're actually covering and going over the part about 2 or 3 times, and you're finding. So yeah, walk pattern, slow, and you just follow your grid all the way along at that speed. That way you're covering everything. So it was all four finds you've now found because of your swing. Slow and steady. That's what the whole game is. One thing with metal detecting, it's a game of patience, and this is it. Walk slow, be thorough, and you will find your finds. Guys, I hope this helps you and gives you an idea of as to how to search and at what speed. Especially for you guys who are beginning. If you follow these guidelines I've given you, you will find more finds. So thanks for watching this movie, and yeah, give us a rating, give us a thumbs up or a liking on YouTube, and let's see how many people enjoy this movie. Thanks a lot, and until next time, God bless.